Hello, this is Kim's Cup TV. There are many people who travel abroad, but there are very few who do it in a truly cool and fashionable way. We'll begin episode 5 for those who think that they have the knowledge and qualifications to enjoy a nice and stylish overseas trip, especially for those who dream of independent travel rather than a package. Australia, where koalas and kangaroo play. Australia, the world's smallest continent, is surrounded by the Timor Sea to the north, the Coral Sea and the Tasman Sea to the east, and the Indian Ocean to the south and west. There are a variety of plants and animals that cannot be found in the northern hemisphere, making your trip even more enjoyable. Kid coral eating grapefruit leaves and kangaroos running around the pirates are must-sees while traveling to Australia. Cities on the east coast, including Cairns, are famous for a variety of activities such as boogies, jumping, and scuba diving. Because UV rays are strong in Australia, you must prepare a hat, sunglasses, and sun creams when traveling. Also, because the temperature difference between day and night is large, it is a good idea to carry a long outerwear if you are traveling late into the evening. Brazil, the country of passionate samba. Brazil, the largest country in South America, is famous for this passionate samba dance, and Rio Carnival had every February. Unlike other South American countries, Portuguese is spoken here. You can taste the high-quality coffee and steak. Rio Carnival, which has become a festival for people around the world, is held every year from late February to early March in Rio de Janeiro, one of the world's 3 most beautiful ports. This festival, which culminates with the Samba Parade, boasts a large scale with about 4,000 Samba dancers alone. To enjoy the festival, it is important to reserve accommodation in advance. It is said that in some places, accommodation reservation closes 6 months in advance. Also, as security is unstable during the festival period, do not travel too late or in dangerous areas, and be careful of pickpockets. South Africa became more united through sports. South Africa, located on the exact opposite side of the earth from north to south and east to west, is a little-known tourist close but different countries. Japan. Japan is the country closest to Korea. It is larger than Korea and has many cultural differences. Themes parks such as Disneyland and Universal Studios, where you can enjoy a variety of food as they are loved by government, and although they are smaller than those in the United States, where you can enjoy a variety of rides, are a must-visit travel destination for young backpackers. For Japanese people who value courtesy, it is better to bow in a similar manner to the other person when bowing, and it is rude to stand up first. When introducing yourself, it is common to say you first, and the rest is named without shaking hands, and since the business cards are often exchanged, it is a good idea to prepare business card in advance. Shoppers Paradise Hong Kong. Hong Kong, the economic center of Southeast Asia and a world-class trading port, has many things to see, such as small tourist temples, Western-style buildings built during the British rule, and high-rise buildings located on the beach. The Symphony of Orchestra live show held every night at 8 p.m. is a representative attraction in Hong Kong. There is a lot to see and eat, and the public transportation is convenient, making it easy to travel. In summer, the humidity is over 90%, so the indoor air conditioning is very good, but it can be a bit cold, so it is a good idea to prepare long-sleeved clothes that can be washed indoors. Turkey experiencing Islam and European culture. Located at the gateway between Europe and Asia, Turkey has historically served as a crossroad connecting Eastern and Western cultures, allowing you to experience both Eastern and Western culture. Most of the people believe in Islam, and it is common to see them offering prayers at the mosque located in throughout the region. The country is large, so the climate varies depending on the region, and there are many things to see. The eastern region has a high risk of terrorism and kidnapping, so special caution is required when traveling. Also be careful as traffic accidents caused by poorly maintained rental car or motorcycles can result in high repair costs. Ireland is green all year round. Ireland, comprised of the British territories of Northern Ireland and the Irish Free State, is famous for its green natural environment all year round. The natural scenery of the covered sea, blue sky, green meadows, cold, and sleep is peaceful. Irish music with its charming Irish whistle sound similar to the theme song of the Titanic goes well with Ireland. Ireland is natural scenery. Germany, the country of exciting beer. Germany, which preserve a variety of cultural heritage. It is famous for its green natural environment and beer. Unlike France, people you meet on the street speak English well, so it is they communicate in English. After the unification of East and West Germany, the number of neo-Nazi skinheads who are hostile to foreigners increased, although it is generally safe for crimes targeting Asian may occur, so be careful to train stations and the bar, especially at night. United States of America with lots to see. The United States, which is a shopping paradise and boasts a diverse natural environment, has a lot to see. No matter how many times you have traveled there, to see popular destinations in the 50 states of the United States. Rent a car and explore on your own. In addition to famous tourist attractions in each region, go to park in small towns and enjoy leisurely walk. When driving, if you see a sign that says stop, you must stop for 2-3 seconds and look after the right before starting. Be very careful as you may be fined if you do not follow this or do not come to a complete stop. China world tradition lives on. Due to the Beijing Olympics and the study abroad craze in China, travel to China has become increasingly popular recently. It will be an opportunity to experience China's long history, tradition, and culture, and it will be a trip where you can experience a variety of food. Although the situation is relatively stable, if you travel to areas related to the Tibetan independence movement, you must obtain a proper travel permit. The area where travel is prohibited from military regions, etc. So be sure to check whether you can visit people who are traveling. New Zealand and the Land of Queen and the Lord of the Rings. New Zealand is so famous for its Kiwis that New Zealand English is called Kiwi English. Kiwis are somewhat expensive in Korea, but you can buy them cheaply locally if they are in season. Tours to visit areas where the movies Lord of the Rings was filmed have also been launched and are gaining popularity. Because the weather can change suddenly, it is a good idea to carry extra outwear and waterproof clothing. In particular, June to September is the rainy season and the winters are strong, so it is common to wear waterproof clothing rather than an umbrella. Unit 01 in flight arrival car. The thrill finally begins every time I go to the airport. I feel both excitement about the thrill and worry about the unfamiliar place for longer flight. Dress comfortably and arrive at the airport at least 2 or 3 hours before departure in check-in. Unless you are on a domestic airline, survival English begins on board. Now, let's set off together. Sign English. The restroom on an airplane is called the lavatory. The entire cabin is a non-smoking area, so the bathroom is no exception. The sign "No Smoking" is posted on the bathroom door and inside the door indicates that it is a non-smoking area. There are usually restrooms in the front and the back on the plane, and since many people use them, you can check if the restroom is empty by looking at the sign on the ceiling. The sign usually says "vacant," which indicates that the restroom is empty, and "occupied," which indicates that it is in use. Generally, vacant is displayed in green, occupied is displayed in red, and can also be seen on the bathroom door. Travel tier. The item and the drink provided on board are more diverse than you might think. For long-distance travel, blanket and pillows are usually provided in advance. But for short-distance travel, you may have to request them separately from the flight attendant. If you take off your shoes because they are uncomfortable, it is rude in others, so it is best to ask the flight attendant for slipper for your flight. Beverage varies slightly depending on the airlines, but basically include alcoholic beverage including wine, beer, and whiskey. Fruit juice such as orange, apple, and grape juice, and various carbonated beverages. Some people drink excessive amount of alcoholic beverage to help them sleep on airplane. Drinking alcohol in a dry space with little activity can make flying difficult, so drink plenty of water instead of drinking alcoholic beverage. Unit 2, Immigration and Checkpoint Customs Clearance. After long flight, we finally arrive at our destination. My heart trembles even more when I see the long line in front of the immigration counter. The questions asked at immigration are limited to a few questions. So if you learn the expressions well, you can answer them without getting embarrassed. Right? Sign English. After passing immigration, you will now need to collect your baggage. To claim your baggage, follow the signs that say baggage claim. When luggage is poured out all at once. It is not easy to find your bag among similar-looking bags. When checking in for an airplane, tie a brightly colored handkerchief to the handle of your bag to help you find your baggage quickly. If your baggage does not arrive due to the airline mistake, you must contact the cargo manager and fill out a proper irregularity report. You can track your baggage on most airline websites using the file reference number on the declaration receipt you will receive. Depending on the airport, pajama and the simple toilet dress may be distributed, and if you do not receive daily necessity, you can receive a refund by attaching a receipt after purchase. Leave your accommodation phone number and address, and your luggage will be delivered as soon as it arrives. Depending on your travel insurance, you may be entitled to compensation for delayed or lost baggage, so it is a good idea to check. I Want to Travel Independently after completing episode 5. We'll continue with episode 6 the next time. Your subscription, like, and the notification setting mean a lot to me. In addition, we'll work hard to provide helpful information to those who want to travel abroad on their own. Thank you.